Greetings, world, and family. I am Richard, coming to you today, being Friday, September the 19th, with another little video. But this video, family, comes from an experience that I've just gone through recently. And this video is not about drama. If you know me now, if drama's on the phone, I'm hanging up. If it's in the room, I'm walking out. But because of an experience that made me reflect within in my meditation, I saw that this would be a great video to share to you, to the family, because if it has happened to I, it would have surely happened to you at one time or space within this simulation of a life experience. Yes? So what I want to talk about today is I've recently done a collaboration with my beautiful, glorious Oracle family on our first episode of the Spiritual Surfers. And oh my God, we were so proud of the video. Many of us, 5 of us, came together, all of a different background, a different energy, a different soul of frequency, because as I keep repeating, we are all wired very differently. And I feel that this is why this collaboration worked so very well. You know, if everyone was the same, would it be really like the Spiritual Surfers dash the higher 5? And okay, higher 5 doesn't mean that we think that we are higher than anyone, but think about a mix of tapping into your higher self and doing a high 5. That's where the title comes from. And, we got hundreds and hundreds of beautiful comments. Some few, certain, were quite negative, and to an empath at times could feel like a stab in the back or snug. Now, why I want to make this video today, this for me is not about drama. As you know, I've said it repeatedly. Drama. If it's on the phone, I'm hanging up. If it's in the room, I'm walking out. But this, I found that because as an empath myself, some of the comments that I would have read, I'm a big boy. I can stand up for myself. But what I saw with this, which I did, by the way, politely, because I'm always very polite, is that sometimes to an empath, a comment, when read from the person involved, could actually trigger an emotion where we take that into consideration, then start thinking, questioning, and that therefore lowers our frequency to how the comment was made. Now, I know I'm not for everyone. That's a fact. And I'm okay with that. If I wasn't okay, I try to change myself to make everyone happy. I don't want everyone. I want Femi, the golden Femi. This is who I resonate to, and you will resonate to me. But still, some words, ego, or what's the word I'm looking for right now? Well, we'll just use ego for now. All right, so that's okay. I know I'm loud, I'm proud, but, that word, maybe I should shut up because I don't bring much to the table and I'm too strong of an ego. All right, well, okay, so I hear you, I honor you, but the thing is I'm not full of ego. And this is where I'm going, Femi, with this show today, because it had kind of affected me in a sense, because obviously you don't know me. You probably met me for the very first time, and you saw me for who I am, loud, proud, and, I'm just full of electricity. That's how I am wired. But it made me question, and then that lowered my frequency. And then I saw, like, wow, unbeknownst to most people who might comment at times without really getting to know anything of the person or the subject, will feel repelled and answer that way. So as I'm meditating on that subject, okay, so, words, spelling, spell casting. Now, although we are not speaking with the mouth, we're speaking with the mind. So we become an online warrior, and then we write what we think. That kind of becomes the same thing. It becomes like a magic. What one would see in me that they don't like, they write it down, I read it, then that frequency makes me question myself, lowers my frequency, hence magic. And magic could be used for good or bad. But in that case, again, unbeknownst to like the social warriors that are doing this online, it becomes dark magic, black magic. It takes something of the light and it lowers the frequency, puts it in doubt, and questions itself. Now, this is why I want to do this video. It is not, again, I repeat, not drama. But if I lived that, I am sure that many of you, my beautiful family, have lived something similar to this, whether it be by text messages, because not everyone's got a YouTube channel, but we have family members, we got friends, we got phones, we got text, we got groups, and often this is what happens with this. Now, why does that happen? Okay? Why does that happen? So I surfed the channel, I surfed the ether, and what I saw is that very often people who will see something in another that they are obliged to comment, share, is often because they see something in the other one that they are lacking. So therefore they are mirroring. And that's where it becomes, because all of you family here are light workers, warriors. So we all have empathy, if not true empaths. So it does affect and lower our frequency. And I will have tools later on during the video, how to transmute all this and return to sender. Live by example. Everything that I live, I will reflect on and look within my inner flame. And then this is why I thought that this was a beautiful, beautiful example to share. Not because of me, but because if I had that moment, all of you, my sister just texted me this, and she's calling me this, and that's making me angry. But in your subconscious, like you're questioning, like, why is she saying that? Where does it come from? It's black magic. Right? So before we go on, my beautiful family of love, let's pull a few cards on this and grab a little bit of Florida water from my beloved oracle. First, I got to take off the cap. I don't have my glasses. All right, a little bit of a spray. Spray. Higher self, oversoul in universe, please. Tell me everything I need to see. Everything I need to know in regards to my, medium-sized intro around everything that is this, right? Like posting something, comments coming in that are negative, and that energy to an empath can become venom that stings, and then they start questioning themselves and lower the frequency. Like, right? But then we grab this back. And again, I repeat. I will give you a few little exercises to transmute that into fuel. Venom into fuel. All right, higher self, let's go, let's cut, let's rock and roll. Okay, that one wanted to stay. Okay, so we do have an off-world energy here, all right, during these times. So stand to yourself, because although comments could come in and try to lower you, if you stay grounded, you do have the higher realms with the giant right here that is coming to the regular sized human, offering a cup. Cups are emotions. Liquid, we are plasmatoid at 70%, but it's filled with flowers. And what does flowers do? It thrives, it grows, it lives. All right, next in line, yes, I was speaking the absolute truth about what careless comments can do to empaths and so forth. And then we have over the rainbow with the 10 of cups. All right, so that is happy family, happy life. Could also be seen as keeping up a facade, but I'm not seeing it this way right now. I need more cards. All right, so our plans have been made with the 3 of Wands. What that means, with the 2 of Wands, you actually make all the reservations. You're planning for your future. With the 3, those plans are made, and you are just waiting for your ship to come in at the heartbeat in regards to that. Okay, that's it. Those comments will create inner conflict, inner warring with the 5 of Swords. Moving on. Yeah, it makes us doubt ourselves, okay, with the 7 of Cups. Illusion, delusion, smoke in mirrors, leaving us complex because we don't even know what we're reading, what we're seeing. We're questioning, leaving us highly perplexed, as you can see here in the dark figure. All right, for the future. So there is healing here. There is major healing with the Temperance. That's ongoing healing. And then again, we started off with the 6 of Cups, off-world energy. This one is 2 things. Coming out of a dark night of the soul, a hibernation, because those comments might have been hurtful, but we are also sponsored by higher realms, off-world energy, the universe, because all of us mystics that are doing the job right now is exactly that, to spread the light with his lampion right there. And then we end with, all right, so it works out great, because truth always comes out in the end with the Knight of Wands. Truth, honorability, being honorable. And this is why we're doing what we do. It's not ego. It's service to other. It's being passionate, honorable, authentic, my case, a mischievous rebel dragon. Clarifying spreads. We do have, so we stand to it. This is self-made, sovereign, independent Femi in need of no one to lord over us. So stand to yourself. You will be self-made. Beautiful, beautiful card with the 9 of pineapples. And then we got the Queen of Pineapples. That's one of my versions of Gaia. Look at her. She's holding her pentacle, her pineapple, seen as a womb, right? So pentacles, pentacles. And then we end with, we speak truth and justice with the King of Swords. So this is very beautiful. For my intro, let's wrap it up one more time, real rapidly, as you know I like to do, rapid fire. So we are talking because we are all of us who are talking and using a platform, we are off-world energy in a sense or another, whether we be like Lyrian, Dragon, Architect, Pleiadian, or we are just connecting to the angelics, to the realms, right? We are somewhat, some that are there in collaboration to bring a beautiful offering to humanity. We speak truth and justice in order to cross that rainbow over past the rainbow. In the now moment, we've made the plans and now we're waiting for the ship to come in order of all that Chaos, mental fighting, war of words, which is what the subject is. Yes, I'm mixing two. It's about the comments, but the comments towards people that are like me. You know, we're not here to make money. That would be ego. You know, we put a lot of time. And Femi, this is not necessarily for you out there, this video. It's just a video that I wanted to publish because through my experience, I know that every one of you, again, be kind, rewind to the beginning. We've all had a family member or friend who has commented and brought our levels down. This is why I'm making the video, okay? Because lead by example or through experience, I share. But it's all about that inner warring, war of information affecting the mind. It makes us extremely confused and perplexed with the Seven of Cups. But if we keep to it and we stay gentle and we stay honorable, then we got ongoing healing with the Temperance, permanent healing. We are off-world energy coming out of a dark night of the soul with information to share to the world. And then look how rapid we come, huh? Like that would be like about honorability, just to the word or what we believe in, fire element. Clarifiers, this will keep up because we've all started self-made sovereign. We're very independent. We don't need anyone to sponsor us or tell us how to be or how to do. We're going with how we resonate. Again, we're all wired differently. You know, like even the ones that I'm closest to, that I feel I'm very close wired to, almost like twin, there's a twitch that's different because we're different aspects of creation, that soul element. But then we got like a former Gaia here with the Queen of Pineapples, caring, loving, holding her belly that's about to birth. And then after, what is that? New life, the golden era. And we do speak of truth and justice with the King of Swords. Yay! So, where is Aurélien? All right, here he is. So, Aurélien. All right, considering my intro, oh my God, I got so many squirrels. And what I sent, and the spread I did, am I accurate on everything that I'm tapping into? So, you know, like words, we all know about that. Spelling, spell casting. So that's why, you know, many of us do not say good morning, but good day, grand rise, grand rising. This is why we've changed a lot of the English language because of that. But in comments, that's also spell casting, especially to the eyes, to the ears, to the heart of an empath. And it lowers the frequency. Now, because of this, why are they doing this? This mirroring, right? So, okay. Richard has a big ego. He could objectify women. Okay. These are some of the things that were said to me. Now, with that, I don't want to talk more about my feelings, but with those examples, what do we do, family, around that? All right, so Richard has an ego. All right, so I take it in, I analyze it. Ego. Find 3 things that could contradict it from your own inner knowing. So you're being sad, you're egocentric. Okay, you don't see me. Maybe I am, I don't know. How does it resonate in you? And then what are 3 things that you can contradict? Okay, so you say ego. So I say, well, yes, I'm loud, proud. I am service for humanity. And I won't let my light be dimmed. Now you compare egocentric. Right? It falls. Objectifying women. All right, so 3 examples. I love, respect, worship women. I feel that creation was started by she, not he, and she birthed the universe. I called my trans am firebird mother. She is golden. So, all right, do I objectify? Because objectify would mean that I would sexualize the female gender. Yes, I love beauty, but that's the thing though, that beauty comes from within and then I see it outside. Farrah Fawcett was gorgeous, but in Charlie's Angels, perhaps Jacqueline Smith was more perfectly beautiful. I love Farrah Fawcett because what I saw in her and then shine out of her. So I've seen this in many men, women, different sizes, different heights. Beauty is just beautiful. It doesn't matter to me about age, gender, color. Like beautiful is beautiful. So there you compare, right? So when a comment comes to you, that's a great, great tool to say, I take it. Okay, stop letting it affect me. Give 3 things to contradict, and then you have that balance happen, right? So let's see. Aurélie. So was I accurate with this little example that I just shared? Yes. Because that's the thing, very often, famille, those who will attack us for what they don't like is usually because they see something in us that they suppressed or abandoned or don't see in themselves. So I'm loud, someone could find me loud, but maybe it's because they don't feel their voice is heard or they silence or they feel little in one way or another. And again, I'm not doing drama, or comparing someone about their looks. Well, how are you feeling about your looks? Or an accent or whatever it is. That's mirroring. Usually, this is what I get. When someone will go out of the way, especially looking at a video and bypassing the synergy, the magic, the connection, the invocations, and falling into something like, come on now. From a 2-hour video or whatever it was, you're going to focus on this and not the message. That's a mirroring. Something about me is triggering you and you feel compelled to write it. And you know what? To all of you, not my family, but I'm sending it to the ether. I give you love. It's fine. This is not about you. I'm not naming no names. I want to use the example to help the family. Okay, it happens to every one of us. We're able to transmute that venom into fuel. And this is why I think it's very important. And Aurélie is saying a big, fat yes. So funny, I did take a few notes here because, truth be told, I was a little emotional for this video. And yeah. So I took some notes. And you know what? I think that this is pretty much good. Yeah, I got notes galore. I said what I said. It's all beautiful. I think what I want to focus on right now is perhaps, okay, let's do maybe some exercises for all of you. So say you get a text or on a thread and you're under attack. I got, here, I got invocations. So I wrote a shorter invocation and a longer invocation. That, of course, I'm going to put into our description box as a link. But let's go. For the shorter invocation, when you're in a rush, reading a text. Words that wound be turned to light. Mirror back what's shadowed. Take flight. bliss to be. We stand in flame. Sovereign hearts. Sovereign hearts, remember your name. And I felt I wanted a bigger, more expanded one for when we have time to chill, sit, and recalibrate. I call the sun to wash these words. I call the earth, as above so below, to steady my feet. Words that came to cut, be softened, be recycled, be medicine for those who need healing. To those who throw mirrors, may your sight be returned to you with compassion. To the sensitive heart, receive this shield, a silver sheet around your rib, a golden thread to the source. We step forward and bold, boundary intact, mischief and mercy in our hands. And so it is. Love it, I love it, I love it. So there you go, famille. You know, I wasn't supposed to work today. This is actually the first Friday I have off in I don't even know how long. But, you know, again, with what I was reflecting upon, there is a reason. And if I could use my emotions, my experience in order to share with you and bring you a tool or maybe feel seen, heard, because this happens all the time. You know, we don't give up. We grab that venom, turn it to fuel. That venom, unbeknownst, is a form of magic, therefore seen as dark magic, unbeknownst. But what do we do with this, right? We have to first understand, where does it come from? What am I blamed for? It's mirrored. Usually people will blame you because of what either they do or they lack. You know, like someone who's always blaming a lover, like, oh, you must be cheating on me. Well, is it because you're cheating on me? Like, you know, I know it's not the same example, but, you know, that thing, right, of you know, naming, blaming, or, well, you know what I'm saying. So, my family, I hope you did like this little video. I want you all to be good, be great to yourselves, and I'll catch you all on the next read. Rock and roll. Mwah! Bye, babies.